It's been 1 year since a former Facebook employee, Frances Haugen, came forward releasing a bunch of internal documents that offered a peek into how the company operated, and it's become a rare unifying issue, especially in Washington, D.C., where lawmakers have come together to try and pass proposals to create real change based on the documents that she released.
Facebook's products harm children, stoke division, and weaken our democracy. The choices being made inside of Facebook are disastrous. Facebook knows that content that elicits an extreme reaction from you is more likely to get a click, a comment, or reshare. The company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer. My fear is that without action, divisive and extremist behaviors we see today are only the beginning.
And it's become a rare unifying issue, especially in Washington, D.C. Lawmakers have really tried to take action to improve issues on kids' safety that were highlighted by the documents that Frances Haugen released. A Senate panel over the summer advanced 2 bills. One is the Kids Online Safety Act, and the other is known as COPPA 2.0, which updates the existing online protections in a way that supporters say brings them up to date with the online world and the dangers that are facing kids today, as opposed to what was facing them nearly 2 decades ago when they passed the original document. The 2 bills together really address 2 different issues that advocates and critics have raised. The Kids Online Safety Act tries to get to the addictive features and the way that these platforms are designed, especially platforms that are being targeted towards minors online. COPPA 2.0 is focused on the data privacy concerns that advocates see in terms of issues that are facing children. So one of the things that the bill would do would be to ban targeted advertising for all children on these platforms, which is an issue that advocates have really raised, especially in terms of how social media companies are collecting data on minors and using that data to target ads to them or to target other products. And it's become a really rare bipartisan unifying issue in Congress. The Kids Online Safety Act was introduced by Senators Blackburn and Blumenthal. Senators that don't agree on a lot of other issues agree that this is an issue where the most vulnerable users of these platforms are really facing dangers online.
You have children on these platforms that are too young to be on these platforms, and you allow it to continue because it's money.
And it's not just that they made money, again. It's that they valued their profit more than the pain that they cause to children and their families.
Advocates have also brought up that this has created real-world harm in terms of the rise in suicide rates among teenagers, a rise in eating disorders, and how these are linked to dangerous products, especially Instagram, which is owned under the same parent company as Facebook.
TikTok is about performance and doing things with your friends. Snapchat is largely about augmented reality and faces, but Instagram is about bodies and social comparison. Facebook knows that they are leading young users to anorexia content.
Frances Haugen released research that Facebook had conducted itself showing the risk of mental health, especially for young girls on these platforms. Facebook has also pushed back on a lot of the disclosures that Frances Haugen has released and said that it mischaracterized the company and the documents were taken out of context, and they've really touted the changes that they've made internally in terms of safety, but advocates say that Congress needs to take more action because these companies aren't going to do it if left alone. Kid safety issues have a chance to really push forward regardless of who wins in 2022. A lot of states have taken action on this as well. It's yet to be seen how much is really going to push these companies, because I think it's going to take a few years to see if these changes impact how these companies are designing their products and marketing towards children. But even the pressure from Frances Haugen coming forward has made companies more considerate about how they're making their policies for children. Facebook, in the months since Frances Haugen has come forward, introduced new parental safety features. Advocates are really hopeful that this is a time where there could be change, and are really grateful to Frances Haugen for coming forward. And in her own work, she's launched a nonprofit to continue this work that she's been doing to promote a healthier internet environment.